to the woman that told me, that commented and said, you say you don't want autopsy. So what do you want? Do you want money? Hey!
Bless
how much do you want to give me to bring back my daughter?
Blessing, let me ask you a question. Masukun, this is up to you. You told me you want me to leave the comments open, that you don't want me to close the comments.
Yes.
This picture of Whitney that you want to release to me, do you want the public to see this picture?
It's already out there. It's the one she's on full uniform.
Yes.
That she was on sportswear, that she was lying down on the stretcher.
Okay.
That is the picture.
Do you want to release any other pictures to us?
Because when anyone you want, I will send them to you. Even when she was wrapped up, when they've already wrapped her up and tied her, taking her for burial.
Do you have a picture of this lovely girl as she wore that beautiful dress in the casket?
I don't. I saw my daughter. I couldn't take a picture.
Hey, don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry. You see, people, the reason why I asked her that question is that she took every picture. But the last picture of the beautiful dress the girl wore in the casket, these are what I need. Okay, she couldn't take it because she was frozen. It doesn't matter if I don't have it. But these are incidents that the school needs to know that they shouldn't be exhuming a body. You cannot exhume. After what I just saw in the last 5 minutes from this woman, you cannot exhume a body. I've told you about many people that have died in Lagos and how autopsies are well done in Lagos. You need to get your lawyer to fight that. There's not, we the people, video, Nigerians, rally around this woman. They cannot do a second autopsy. If I were to tell you the dynamics of what happened here, they would say, I'm being emotional. I'm a journalist and I'm an investigative journalist. Blessing, do you know that this story, as you told me, it relates to how people get killed by lightning? Did you know? No. When it's raining hard, kinoman suffering by trees and lightning. Do they not say you don't go under the tree?
Yes.
Don't go under the tree. People, when it's raining and there's lightning, boo, 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 and you are looking for shelter, whatever you do, do not go under a tree. Because the tree conducts electricity in the ground. When there's lightning, the ground itself conducts electricity with the lightning. It has to hit something electrical. Sure, you understand? And the only thing in the human body that's electrical is the heart. The heart is electrical. That's why when the lightning comes under the tree and hits the ground, it hits the tree, hits the ground, the person under that tree, their heart stops and they die. And you see it on the news. They were struck by lightning and they died. It's the same phenomenon we're looking at here. There's electricity in the ground and a child is standing on it. A few children are standing on it and it conducts. The minute it conducts and the child is electrocuted, the child slumped. At that moment, the child was electrocuted. Physics. And I'm in school now, medical school. I'm studying pharmacology and drug distribution at Harvard University online. I'm in a class full of 21-year-olds. But if I know anything, I did physics to become a pharmacist. And physics, okay, will tell you how that works. Whitney, after being electrocuted, slumped and fell dead. A nurse was there, couldn't declare her dead because it's not my position to. Oh, damn it, Silara. You see the effect of lightning and the ground that I explained to you? The water made it worse. You should be suing them for negligence, and it's called gross negligence. I have 3 people watching this live right now. They're coming from America. They're reporters. They're watching this case. And children are still in Chrisland school. And parents are not accountable. Parents of Chrisland students, you need to be accountability. But call the school. Inquire, hit their DM. You need answers. We have not seen a parent like this in a long time. Oh. Blessing, once again, my condolences. But even I had to explain to you what I saw here. And we discussed this. Please, I told you guys I discussed this with Michael, my NEPA guy at Eco Electric. Michael said the same thing. Michael said, if there were wires in the area and she was actually electrocuted and she fell down, the last thing they needed to do, okay, was pour water on her. The nurse did not know any kind of first aid. Blessing. Do you know the name of the nurse of that school?
No, ma'am.
Okay. One thing I want you to do, learn from this, every parent. Everybody, you must know their name. You must know the name of the staff if your child is going out. In America, when our children are going out, my children are 36, 30, 32, and 23. When they were going to school, okay, they would send paper home for you to fill and sign. Field trip, permission. You must know the name of the nurse going with them, the school nurse, the name of the teacher, everything, so that your child comes home in one piece and you know where to go. I want to know why Chrisland did not stop the event at the time. What time?
They didn't. The event continued.
Wait. She died in one section of the stadium. Where were you in the other section of the stadium?
Okay. The stadium is in two parts.
Right.
The left and the right. Now, the left side of the stadium is where parents, officials, and everybody else are. And on the opposite side, you have the children. Anybody that has gone to Agege Stadium will know that it is not a very big stadium. On the opposite sides, you can hear each other clearly. If you shout at the top of your voice from one side, somebody on the opposite side should be able to hear you clearly. Yeah. So it is not a very fast stadium.
They didn't shout because they didn't want to cause panic, but the child was dying.
Look at me. From Thursday nights, the children, they kept asking their parents, "Mommy, please help me to call my level supervisor. How is Whitney? How is Whitney? How is Whitney?" You know, a few of them that have my number, they called. "Please, ma, how is Whitney?" I didn't know what to say to them. But the parents said that they got across to the schools. Two parents said that they called some people in the school. Right. And those people in the school were saying, "Oh, Whitney is fine. She's recuperating." And this was by Friday.
They lied.
Yes.
Mrs. Adeniro, have you asked the school about the candy floss machine vendor?
Yes. I asked Ms. Samau, and she said the candy cutting machine was not working. She looked me straight in the eye and told me, "Ms. Adeniro, I promise you your daughter was not electrocuted because the machine was not even working."
Did children have candy floss that day? Did they eat candy floss?
Of course. Okay, let me state something.
Yeah.
Now, anybody familiar with Agege Stadium knows that vendors stay outside. They actually have a spot outside.
Yeah.
When I was there last year, vendors were not inside where the kids were.
Yeah.
If they were, I didn't notice this, but I knew that I bought things for my daughter outside. When I crossed the stadium to look for her, March past was done. Kids were with snacks, some with ice cream, some with cotton candy, some with popcorn, some with barbecue. You know, they had a whole lot of things. Now, remember I said my daughter was menstruating.
Yeah.
And she loves cotton candy.
Right.
So because I did not see her during the march past, I was crossing to tell her that, "Come, be careful with cotton candy. Don't eat too much." That is why I was crossing to tell her.
Wait.
That is why I went to look for her. When I didn't see her, I said, "Let me go and look for this girl so that this other team more. Atilora cotton candy." Because I saw kids already eating theirs.
Wait, hold on. This is where I investigate. Man, I'm 59. I'm going to be 60, but my brain is seeing something. Maybe you've seen it too. Hold on. Your children, your phone number is with the school, right? In case
of course.
And you were in the stadium on the other side. Did they call you in that stadium?
No, at all. They didn't.
Even when this emergency,
let me state something, because the trolls that have been dragging me, I hope they are here and I hope they have a conscience. And I keep saying it, no matter how much you were paid, there is a place on Moluabi, your conscience should come into play.
So when this crisis and emergency happened, the school did not dial you.
No.
Did they know you were inside the stadium?
Now, that's what I want to state.
Go ahead.
Now, when the Inter-House Sports program was being organized, we were told to buy T-shirts.
Right.
I think it was 5,000 naira.
Right.
It kept escaping my mind. A few days to the Inter-House Sports, I said, "Whitney, please, I will give you 5,000 tomorrow. So you will help me to pick up T-shirts from school. So That day, I gave her 5,000 cash, and I reached out to her supervisor that please help me to give Whitney a T-shirt.